Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nabil bin Osman. I'm from Practicum K3MS9. Today I'm going to explain about past due question chapter 3, question 1. Come here. So, as you can see, the question 1, figure 1 shows the graph representing the three types of natural selection. The arrow indicates selection pressure. So, the first question A states the types of selection 1, 2, and 3. So, the first selection is, as we can see, is directional selection. As the evolved population evolved to the other extreme phenotypes, and the second one is the disruptive selection. As we can see that it favors both extreme phenotype, and the third one is stabilizing selection, which favor the intermediate phenotypes. So moving on to the question B, name one example for each type of selection. Example 1 for the first selection is peppered moss. As we can see, the peppered moss, this is the light skin moss, and this is the dark skin moss. During the Industrial Revolution, dark skin moss is ignored by the predator, so the survival rate is increased. And the second one, example is big size of African firebell sea-cracker finch, which is Pyronestes austrinus in island Galapagos. So in island Galapagos, they have two categories of seed: the small one and the big one. So the extreme phenotypes show the small size big finch and the big size big finch. So the small one can eat the small seed and the big one can eat the large seed. So the intermediate one can't eat both of it. So the survival rate is decreased. The third one is, in human, newly born babies with intermediate weight of birth has the highest survival rate. As you can see, this is the big size and this is the small size. During birth rate, the small size has undeveloped organs, so the survival rate is decreased, and the big size having difficulties during the deliveries from their mothers through the cervix, so they have a low survival rate. So the intermediate ones that have the intermediate size have a higher survival rate, as they have a developed organ and a small size and intermediate size. Question C, give two differences between natural and artificial selection. Natural selection is a natural process, while artificial selection is a human-made process. I don't think that's need any further explanation. Other than that, natural selection, the genetic diversity remain high, and artificial selection, genetic diversity is lowered. As you can see, the genetic diversity means the range of different inherited traits within the species. So the natural selection is happen naturally, so it the genetic diversity remain high, and the artificial selection is human made, so the species need to be tamed in favor condition by the human. So there are the question, what is the significance of selection in tree? Stabilizing selection tends to remove more extreme phenotype, so the reproductive success of the intermediate one have higher reproductive success. I don't think that needs any further explanation. Question E, give one advantage of natural selection, causes the change of allele frequency in a population and leads to evolution. And that doesn't need any explanation. Thank you. Alright, thank you guys.